All right, welcome back to the program. It's still Global Morning on Global Television. Almost skipping my lines for AM News. Someone's looking at me with so much
side eye.
alloy.
What?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. Okay, it's time for us to look at the papers this morning. Let's see what the papers are saying. We've got some big stories. And,
yes, we do. Yes,
I know
we
she's
do.
got the trust in her eyes. So let's see what Daily Trust has in store for us. She's smiling so much this morning.
Daily Trust says Nigerian resort to charcoal firewood. Of course, we know the high cost of gas. So now
and kerosene.
And kerosene. Yes, unfortunate there. And then, of course, it says OPay redefines customer service with innovative solutions and expanded accessibility. You know, OPay, this online banking.
Okay.
It's an online banking. Of course, you know, a lot of issues have happened with that OPay.
Yeah.
When you say people actually use this particular online banking for
fraudulent activities.
It cannot be traced. So I hope they will.
I think the CBN should find a way of monitoring such their transactions as a way of caging excesses using their platform.
Very important.
And you talked about charcoal. The research has shown that when our mothers cook with charcoal, the food tastes nicer.
Yeah, so I've heard that before.
There's this extra taste it gives to it. So
yes,
I think it's not a bad idea going back to charcoal.
No, it is a bad idea, please.
Then the other big stories. Hardship, Atiku, Catholic bishops flay Tinubu's policies. We've got forex scarcity shrinks, domestic airlines fleet by over 50%. Then we've got federal government not sure of crime to charge Emefiele with Akpabio. And this is funny, Akpabio is like, they say kettle calling. How did they say
the pot calling the kettle black. Like seriously.
But it also tells us how massive the crimes, infractions Emefiele has committed.
Really?
From being the man who wanted to become our president to become it's very funny.
It's really
all
sad.
All right, so that we don't get carried away, we've got Blessing Mina, who is joining us from Bayelsa. He's our current affairs, in-house current affairs analyst, and he's joining us all the way from Bayelsa. Good morning, Mina.
Good morning to you. I'm happy to join you.
Nice to have you join us this morning. How is Bayelsa State doing?
Very well. Things are fine here.
All right. I'm tempted to say we're talking to the Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly this morning. I think you should have an eye for that position in the coming weeks and months and years. How is the family doing?
Very well. You are doing great.
I guess it's the network.
I hope our producer can make sure that we can hear him.
We can.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Mr. Mina?
I can hear you very well.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. All right. We'll say you're looking like the Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. I think it's something you should have a thought about. It's not outside the box. All right. Let's just look at some of the big stories that are starting from the Daily Trust. Nigerians resort to charcoal and firewood. Then we've got the other big story you've got.
Yes, we do. We have hardship. Atiku, Catholic bishop flay Tinubu's policies. Forex scarcity shrinks. Domestic airlines fleet by over 50%. Federal government not sure of crime to charge Emefiele with Akpabio.
All right, so let's begin. Rising cooking gas, Nigerians resort to charcoal and firewood. And it says 12.5 kg nears 18,000 naira. Environmental hazard looms, experts. Federal government mom on field promise to crash prices. For you, I don't know if you're a fan of the charcoal for cooking.
I'm not a fan of the charcoal. Charcoal has its own health implications. No, inhaling smoke at this time, when people are hungry, they start inhaling smoke again. You know what smoke does to the chest, and you know, and other implications. So we are still at the same thing. This is a government that was not really focused on delivering its promises. That is just what we are facing. A government that had the mindset of what to achieve by using negative policies. It does not work like that. So government that came on day one and putting fear and panic in the system, in the economy, just at the inauguration, saying there's no more subsidy, there's no more this, there's no more that. So it brought panic. It was a shock wave that Nigeria is yet to settle from. That's what is happening. So the hardship continues. Nigerians are going down and down and down. What they have left in their villages is what they are now doing right in the cities because of high cost, no job. They have to cook for their children, so they have to look for means to do that. On the story of Emefiele, this is what happens. The higher mighty, they collaborate with each other. Emefiele was collaborating with the then president and what they call the kitchen cabinet and and all that. So they were redesigning the naira. They were the ones signing a lot of giveaway for observers in billions, and he was giving loans to personal loans in billions to Nigerians, which is out of his mandate, and all that. So the country was being run, driven by some very personal ambitions, and given the way the dimension it has gone, and maybe they are also looking at the implication of the highly placed people, and there is no way you can exonerate the president because whatever the civilian government want to do, the signature of the president must be is required, and that's why they are bringing a small caveat that the president's signature was forged. But anyhow, I look at it simply, Emefiele will either be let loose eventually, or others that seem to be righteous or good in the eyes of the public for now will be exposed and implicated. So this is where we are on that. And other news about aviation fuel, that is a big problem. Apart from we are even hearing that the presidency or the federal want to increase tax on aviation. People are already crying. I don't understand this government. The more people cry, the more they bring other issues to increase the pain. In the guys to address a problem, they inflict more pain. I don't understand what is going on. So, but as it were, if they increase the tax on aviation and you see and bring more pain, okay. So I don't know how Nigerians will really travel because right now the roads are not safe. People on the road are being kidnapped. Robbers are wheeling people, and so much pressure and tension. So we are in for a very very tough and long 3.5 years to come. That is the implication of what we are observing. That the ride will be very tough and long. So we just hope that other bodies now, like the NLC, that are saying they want to embark on a strike. I think it's 27th and 28th of this month. We just look forward to what such a strike will bring forth, or how can the government reverse some of its policies at this point in time. We have gotten to the point where the government has to realize that its policies are backfiring and begin to sit down on how to reverse some of these policies. So the policies should be tinkered again around and looked at how can they reverse them, if not all, some of them. Let's see how much we can go back to how things were before they came in. So we look forward to that because inflation is so high. You know, the dollar scarcity is there. You understand? Forex market is in turmoil. Nobody knows the direction. Importers are really, in fact, importers prefer to hold their goods than to sell it. Because when they sell it, they find that they cannot get the same amount of goods at the same value. They have to add much more to buy the forex to import the goods. Talk less of the value of even clearing the goods, custom duties and other implications has also risen. This government has increased everything. So we are in for a huge shock. That is what it is now that we are crying for. I don't think is where is what's going to be. In that, if you look at, let's say 2023 now, they are more important in 2023 than 2024. Though importation itself is a demerit to an economy, but at least people are having the amount of goods that they want. So now, when production in the country is not going on, importation is also declining. So you can imagine what is going to happen. What is going to happen is that there is more scarcity. More scarcity means upward price reflection. Simple and short. So we are talking about a hardship that people are yet to imagine. That is what is going to happen. Buying of anything that is of what will be so expensive. Is it food? The rice, we are hearing the rice is about 75,000. We don't know where again. Cement, we are hearing that it's about 15,000. And the government, okay, today now they are holding meeting that the cement manufacturer should reduce price. They will not reduce because they can only sell their product, via the value of production and transportation and other cost implications. So it's about the government knowing what to do. If the situation is like this, I think the National Assembly for once have to come in. There is no doubt National Assembly has to come in. If it's a situation whereby we begin to think about impeaching the president, so be it, because this situation now is out of hand. As it were, everybody is scampering, everybody is confused. There's no solution. As it were, there is no solution.
Okay, talking about impeaching the president, the PDP has called for the president to resign, and we've got the APC saying there's no way the president is going to resign. The Minister of Information and National Orientation has also come out to say the PDP should not even think about it. Do we see that eventually happening if all the protests, all the shutting down of some critical sectors of our economy occurs?
Yes, life encourages motion. Nothing is static in life. No matter how that wall is, at a point in time, without fortification and repairs, it will fall. No matter the wall of Jericho fell down if you are a student of the Bible. So no matter how the APC got, in fact, it's so painful that at this time that people are crying, APC politicians are already campaigning for 2027. Look at, we are here. There is a news yesterday. Wike was saying that they are going to win again. Where? People are dying. People are complaining. Instead of you to begin to provide solutions and.
All right, it seems we have a network challenge there, but of course, Mr. Blessing Mina will still be up shortly. Let's quickly go on a quick break. Global Morning will return.
All right, welcome back from the break. I had to take a very quick break. We're still looking at what the papers are saying, and Jemai Mansi had some other top stories making the rounds from the Leadership newspaper she would like to share with us.
Yes, we do, and of course the same on trust papers. We still have OPay redefines customer service with innovative solutions and expanded
You went back to Daily Trust?
No. I said we're done with the
Daily Trust.
We're done with the Daily Trust.
Okay, Mina has joined us back again.
Okay.
So he's waiting for your top
All right.
questions. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mina, it's great to have you back. Are you here with us?
Yes.
The network just went out, but now we're back and we're better now. Now, please, let's quickly talk about OPay. Of course, we know OPay is one online banking that has been used for fraudulent activities. We know most individuals that steal people's phones, their SIM cards. It's the best route to withdraw all their monies through
Without
OPay.
being traced, right?
Without being traced. So what's your take on OPay redefines customer service with innovative solutions and expanded accessibility? What's your take on that? When, of course, we know the genesis when it comes to OPay. Hello, Mr. Mina.
All right, I think still looking at the big stories coming up from
Daily Trust.
Okay. Federal government. Okay, we're done with Daily Trust. Let's go to
Leadership.
Leadership now. Some headlines from Leadership says, federal government dismisses PDP governor's call for Tinubu's resignation. Oil theft is a kicker there. Police invite 3 Indians over arrested vessel. We've got, again, bandits killed 12 raised. That said, I think that's happened in Kaduna. Very sad occurrence there. Bandits killed 12. Yeah.
And then here it says oil theft. Police invite 3 Indians over arrested vessel. And still on fuel, scarcity looms as tanker owners withdraw vehicles today. And still on the Leadership papers, we have how presidency arm-twisted APC leadership.
Yeah, I thought that's talking about the governorship elections. Idahosa, who hopefully will be talking with her hopefully tomorrow, Okwe Holo and Dickens Emergence as candidates. So let's see how that's going to pan out. That's talking about the APC twisting the presidency. That's a very interesting take there. We'll get to see how that plays out. And we've got next paper up for review. We've got the Nation's newspaper. This one is still in the news, even though he's gone. We've got Shatima, Akume, Akpabio, Wike, hardship over soon. Easy to say. How soon is soon? Is the big question Nigerians are asking. It's going to be tomorrow morning, tonight. Nigerians would like to know. And if you grab a copy of the Nation's newspaper, you can find that. Keti, I don't know if that's a Yoruba term. I know you're good with Yoruba a lot. And we've got we lost an incredible voice. It's the picture story there.
And that's Jimo Ibrahim, who commensurates with Tinubu, Ondo, APC, Akeredolu's family and associates. Yes, a very big loss there. A very big loss there. A voice, really an incredible voice, which has been lost. And we're still on the Nation upward. We have stimulate local production to end forex crisis. So looking at that, that's
petrol tankers owners suspend product loading.
Product loading.
I think,
of course,
trying to make it really difficult.
Really difficult. And of course, let's see how that plays out. Let's just see how it plays out. And over now on the Vanguard, we have the same story on OPay, and then of course below it says hardship paralyzing lives nationwide. Yes, and that's the Catholic bishop.
Looking at a Vanguard newspaper.
Yes, we are. We're looking at Vanguard right now, and it says hardship paralyzing lives nationwide. That's the Catholic bishop of the Christian Association of Nigeria, which is sad. And Naira depreciation, inflation, eroding value of insured assets. Oh wow, that's a big story there. And then
big story there.
And still
that's food crisis, right? We've got to face governance, federal government, APC, SLAM, PDP governors. I just think
The APC, PDP back and forth,
I
back and
think it's
forth.
unnecessary. That's not what Nigerians need right now.
No,
Then
we
we've
need
got-
solutions to
Yes.
the high cost of living.
Then we've got a presidency, Atiku at war over federal government's forex policy.
And still on the news, yeah,
Power grid drops to 3,530 megawatts as rationing persists. Yes, there was some part of the FCT that there was no light for 3 days, now counting.
yes, and some parts really, really sad. I was light in a situation. There was no light throughout last night, and of course it was really, really hot. And then above the Vanguard, on that purple inscription, it says, "Rising cost of living may lead to social unrest in Nigeria." Others.
All right, so let's have Amina join us back again, and let's get his take on the big
I'm
stories
so
of
sorry for
Vanguard.
this.
All right, Amina, nice to have you join us back.
Yes, I'm so sorry for this disruption this morning.
No, it's by
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud
We
and
can
clear.
hear you.
All right, so let's share some big stories on the Vanguard with you. Jemima,
Yes, before we went on that interruption,
Sure, okay.
yes, of course, I was asking about OPay. Like, OPay is one online banking that is very fast when it comes to
transactions,
mobile transactions,
yeah.
illegal mobile transactions without any trace. It happens. Most of all these fraudsters, most of all these individuals are steal phones. It's through when you try to trace, it's OPay. So I'm asking, what's your take on OPay redefines customer service with innovative solutions and expanded accessibility? What's your take on OPay?
Yes, about 3 weeks, about a month ago, thereabouts. Anyway, the bottom line is regulation. The CBN, which is the regulatory body for all finances in Nigeria, they brought out a list. Actually, they brought out a list of banks that a list of online banking applications that they said do not qualify, and I think they blacklisted them. But OPay and others were approved. That was about a month ago. So now, the issue is not OPay. The issue is the regulatory body, supervision, making sure that accounts are not just opened with one quick means, without identification, without name recognition, without utility bills, without KYC. Do you understand? So that's the bottom line. Because not only OPay, they are one that are approved. If I'm not mistaken, I still have the list. It's over 100 or thereabout. That I see. So if people just know OPay, there are many others. So the regulatory body should go back and do the needful and make it compulsory for accounts open in Nigeria, whether by the deposit money banks or the online banking applications. Accounts must be fully verified. They will have KYC. They must be linked to your NIN, and the phone number attached to such account must be linked to NIN. So just like banks are doing, that is the only way to safeguard the financial integrity in Nigeria.
All right. Now, at the top description of Vanguard, it says, rising cost of living may lead to social unrest in Nigeria. Of course, we know there are lots of the high cost of living in Nigeria at the moment, and of course individuals were hopeful about the 7-day ultimatum, bringing down the low cost of living, and of course regulations when it comes to the food prices in Nigeria. Lots of people were hopeful. What's your own opinion when it comes to this may lead to social unrest? Is it getting to that point, or it has already gotten to that point already, in your own take?
Yes. My take is that the situation is already heating up. I don't know how much the politicians are aware of this. Let me explain some things. Like I was saying in the other question I was answering, in finance and through situation of economy, you will see the surfaces, and you may not know. Okay, it's like seeing a pool, but you don't know the depth. That's how it is usually. It is when somebody dives inside, you find this is a shallow water or it's a deep water. So now, by the time we begin to see that food is scarce, farmers are not going to farm. People cannot import. We are talking about a very, very escalated situation whereby by the time people will wake up to the realization, they find that it is far worse than what it is. I'm telling you, for example, rice, local rice, the farmers of local rice, many of them either they cannot farm, they are being kidnapped, or those that farm, their produce gets rotting on the farm because they cannot harvest. Those that harvest, the roads have gotten so bad that they cannot, take them to their factories for processing. Those that process cannot send to market. So if you're talking about the chain of failure on the part of government on several fronts. So this is not a political statement or it's a wish or it's not a wish. You are seeing a reality of government ineptitude, reality of government failure in several fronts, and it is going to boomerang. I'm telling you, it's going to boomerang. Right now, people are already crying, not knowing the depth of the ocean, but the depth of the pool.
All right, Mr. Mina, are you still here with us? All right, Mr. Mina is going to join us shortly again. I really had a very question when he mentioned the production of local rice. I wanted to ask a very important question, but I guess he will be joining us soon. Mr. Mina, are you here with us? Hello, Mr. Mina. All right, let's go on a quick break. And of course, I will be joined by another guest on the newspaper review on the Global Morning. Do not go anywhere. Sit back. Global Morning will be back shortly. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Global Morning.